Good afternoon to you one and all. Shadow Temple of the Zeldathon and AF Crew teams here just with the friendly little afternoon stream here. We're not going to do anything too fancy. We're just going to play a little Minecraft here today. It's something that we haven't had a chance to stream on here just for funsies in a hot minute. You know, we've been doing all these streams for the Streamly signings and the Q&As and all that jazz. And of course, those things are also important, but you know, it's nice that we get to do other things too. So yeah. This is an excellent stream. First off, by the way, friends, hi. Again, Shadow Temple. If you might know me as the guy who plays Pierce for the Aphmau channel. But I, of course, do plenty of other things on the internet as well, including, of course, doing some good old-fashioned Minecraft on my own, and doing plenty of streaming over on my Twitch channel, which we'll do more of later tonight. But that is neither here nor there. Here is my kind of Aphmau focused, we're going to hang out, we're going to play some Minecraft, we're talking about Minecraft things and stuff like that. The Twitch stuff over there, we try to do just kind of general stuff that's a little further away from the Aphmau world. So if you ever want to experience what that's like, be sure to check out my Twitch channel. It's the same as you would expect it to be, just based on the old name. Yeah, but hi. How's everybody doing today? Friends, by the way, of course, as we go along, big rule about what we're doing here, friends, is make sure that you're not releasing any personal information about yourself. That includes your first, middle, and last name, and city and country. Please no. Keep that stuff to yourself. Not because I don't want to know, but because I shouldn't know. No one should know on the internet. Keep your stuff. Did I get your package? So, I think so. Here's where I think it might still be in my car. I might have to check on that because I did go pick it. I did pick up a package from the from my place. You know, my go-to location. My P.O. box. That was the word I was looking for. And I think it's... Yeah, it still might be in my car for when I picked that up. I'm going to go... Do I dare go run and see if I can go find it? I might go do that just to make sure that I catch you on that before we continue. So give me just a quick tick, and then we'll get things going here. So friends, sorry about that. Give me 1 sec. Okay, friends, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me bring this back up here. Hey, hello, hi, hello, how are you? Wonderful weather we're having. Yeah, let's see here. Rolling back all the way up to chat here while I was gone. Have I seen the Mermaid Mermaid Tale Season 2 piece yet? I haven't, Okay, here's the trick. I have watched the first 3 minutes where Pierce is in it, and then I have not watched the rest of it. But yes, I did receive a piece of mail. With the idea of I'm not going to announce names on here certainly. But I do have a piece of mail here, a fan mail that I will open up here. It is well sealed. Give me just a sec here. It's also got plenty of personal identifying information on the packaging, so I'm going to try to not, do that. While watching himself, yeah, you know how it goes. But yeah, no. For all you Minor Demons heads out there, the new Mermaid Tales thing starts off with a bunch of the Minor Demons crew. So that was pretty cool, huh? Yeah, when Pierce said the confused yes. So I got fun story about that, friends. I got the script for it a couple of weeks ago. I think at this point it was like 2 months ago. And they're like, "Oh man, Shadow, you're back. Welcome back for VidCon. You got this whole thing going on." Or we got Mermaid Tales. It's coming back. Here's the script for episode 1, and Pierce is in it. And I was like, wow, I've never been a part of Mermaid Tales. That sounds fun. I wonder what I have to say. I had 2 lines, and both of them were yes. So that was funny. How's Marissa and Bento doing today? They're doing well. Thank you very much. I will play Minecraft, friends, but give me just 1 sec here because I got some fan mail. And let me let me get rid of this. Usually this, they use this is a camera facing down, so I have this big setup for this. But now that I'm here, boy, I got really beat up by mosquitoes outside today, friends. I was doing a bunch of yard work, trying to pull weeds and stuff, make my house nice and pretty, and you can see my face that I paid the price, as they say. But before we get started, friends, we did get some fan mail from what was it? Sorry, I'm just reading through. Wolf Afgirl in chat there sent some fan mail. And I do have a P.O. box for fan mail, by the way. It is accessible via my Discord server, or if you email me requesting the address, I will give it to you. I don't spit it out there on the internet for very obvious reasons. But in general, yeah, you can send me stuff, and as long as it's not freshly baked items or things like that they expect me to eat, I will check it out. So I have first off an envelope that says, please open first. So, and you are the best. So thank you for that. Will I be in more of Aphmau's RPs? I hope so. Yeah. I mean, that was a fun sign of that. So hopefully Pierce will see light of day more stuff. Let me take a look here. Is that Morgana in the background? Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a Yukiko from Persona 4 back there somewhere as well. I don't know where exactly. There's a bit of a mess behind me, I do admit. Because I've got a whole bunch of posters and things signed from the Streamly stuff and all that. So, yeah. Let's read this letter. This is from Wolf/Emma. Hi, Shadow. This package consists of 4 letters and 4 gifts. Have fun. Please open on camera. A shout out would be nice. Can you maybe send a letter back to you? So no, you got it. I probably won't have an opportunity to send a letter back, but you're here. I'm here. So that's a good sign right there. So there you go. I wasn't supposed to read this. Oh no. So you gotta, when you want me to not read something on stream, you gotta put that at the top of the of the letter instead of the bottom of the letter, because I read from top to bottom, as you could imagine. And so whoops, my bad. But it's lovely. Thank you. Everything's very nice there. Happy to see me in Mermaid Tales? Yeah, thank you. I should turn down the music here, sorry. This is music from Wanderstub, by the way, made by the same guy who made all the Minecraft music. So there you go. Thank you for signing an autograph for you. Of course. Let's see here. Open. I'm sorry. Whenever you died first in alternates. Oh, no. I did indeed die first in alternates. It's true. Wow. Look at all of this. I hope it's okay if I show this off, but it looks really cool. Here is a bunch of good luck charms, bookmarks, in fact, for various members of the crew. We've got ourselves Aphmau, Aaron, Pierce, Ian, their OC, Moeka, and then for the kiddos, which is very fun. This strings band came undone, so I just want to make sure I hold it up so it doesn't leak more pieces here. But yeah, take a look at that. That's lovely. Look at all those bookmarks they've made. Very nice bead pieces. I love how many people love working with beads that are fans of mine, because that's always fun. Can't put the rest on camera. Okay, so I'm looking at a couple of these pieces here. Open you first. Don't read out loud. I'll spoil the story a bit. So I'll open the rest on camera, but I will keep this one to myself, is what I'm understanding here, I believe. And then also a piece of original art, of storytelling that I will keep for myself, I believe. But let me check out the rest of these pieces here that we got in various bundles here that I'll open up. Let's see here. My room is cute. Well, thank you. Yeah, it could be a little cleaner. We have a bunch of extra pieces in here that I've been using for the streams and stuff. For like signings and puzzle building and stuff like that. I gotta get this table out of here. It looks a lot better when that's the case. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm trying to get these things unwrapped so that I can get started here, friends. We've got... I think this is... Look at this. I'm not going to take it out because I can't. But it is a purple butterfly eraser topper. I do love me a good solid eraser. What else we got in here? We've got... Oh, we got a goofy little guy. I do love a goofy little guy. It looks like a little alien finger little puppet guy. I don't know if he's going to show up on camera. There he is. There's the guy. He's cute. We got ourselves a lovely dirt grass Minecraft block out of Perlers. Right there. Immediately obvious right there. Very much so. Just a good old-fashioned grass block. And is this a Canadian duck? That's very fun. No, I do not know when Minor Demon Season 2 will be released. Sorry, friends. If I did, I couldn't even tell you because of, secrets. But even then, I actually don't know. I genuinely do not know. I'm not even sure if anyone knows as of yet. It's one of those things, the fun part about like the era that AFMAU's in is that things can be released when they're done and when they're good. Like the entirety of the company is not dependent on whether or not the role plays survive or like do well extremely and on time so that everyone can still, feed their families. So as a result, I think they get to have a little bit more time to focus on it, to make it what they want it to be. And I think that is very nice. A last piece of this this here, and then I'll read the rest to myself later on. But look at that little... turn around. Look at that little Canadian duck right there I got. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put this in the background of the stream later, but I'll put it right here for now. But there... Oh, no. We can do better than that. Put it in the background of the stream right there. There we go. Beautiful. A Canaduck. A Canaduck. A Canaduck? A Canuck. I mean, that's just right there. Yeah. Yeah, friends, by the way, once again, don't put all your full name out there. It's a general rule just in terms of the internet and my personal rule. So, there you go. Yeah. How did I meet her? Who? Who's her? My wife. She's lovely. I love her very much. She's upstairs right now. All right, let's play some Minecraft, and then we can continue to talk, of course, friends. My wife. And Bead Necklace just to make a video. Very cool. Did I watch season 2, episode 1 of Mermaid Tales? I watched the first 4 minutes, which is to say the parts that the demon boys were in. Yes, friends, if you weren't aware, the Deimos were in the beginning of Mermaid Tales season 2, episode 1. Just saying. I have no idea if they'll be in any future episodes of Mermaid Tales, but they were there. They were there. You're all. Thank you, Wolf F Girl, for sending stuff over. And like I said, I'll take a look at your Jasmine's diary, independently later on. But thank you. One sec. For Dragon Time this weekend. Am I in any AFMAL videos that are soon? I assume. Yeah. Usually I'm in a video here or two popping up. Pretty frequently, to be honest. It's one of those things, though, where I don't know when videos are coming out. I've recorded quite a few videos in a very short amount of time. And so I will never know how many videos there are out there until it just kind of happens. Is there? I seem to be a decent bit of ways from home. Let's see if this fixes that. Yes, it does. It does fix that. I am now home. I just had to go die. But yeah, let's do a little bit of prep work. So this, friends, by the way, is the Shadow Temple Community Minecraft SMP server, survival multiplayer server. It is just it's modded, but it's not like heavily modded, but it is just a good old-fashioned Minecraft server in Java that members of the Shadow Temple community can join. It is a Patreon exclusive to those who are a $10 or higher Patreon member, or a tier 2 or tier 3 subscriber on Twitch. You can check all that out and check out the Patreon and all that. Just search me up. You'll find it. Yeah. Is my real name Shadow? As far as you're aware, Hop, why do you have op commands? Excuse me. Since when do you got that? That's what I want to know. I don't remember giving you the ability to teleport around. I think a certain Or Morgan might have done that. Talk to me about it enough. I don't know. But yeah, it's our very own server. This is not AFMAL related, although there are plenty of AFMAL fans on it, to say the least. And you can play if you want. But it is a Java-based Minecraft server. It is PC-based, and it does cost money. But with all of those three things said, you can do those things. But my real name is something that I keep to myself. Just as you should as well. I got to practice what I preach out here, friends. And a part of that is making sure... Gotcha. Part of that is making sure that I keep some of my personal information personal, as you should as well out there on the interwebs, because you never know who might be out there keeping an eye on who knows what. But yeah, it's not that hard to find my name, though. You can... It wouldn't take very long to find my real name if you want to, but you don't have to. Shadow will do just fine. Why is my Minecraft skin a tree? When we did like an SMP independent of the AFMAL channel for a bit, we like, number one, I guess I should say before anything else, I play the character Pierce. I act him, I perform him, I say, I speak as him. I'm not Pierce, right? I do not own the character. The character of Pierce is owned by Catface and AFMAL. And so I have my very own skin, which is a tree. The reason why it's a tree specifically is because when we joined the survival, when we decided we were going to do a survival server, I was going to be like, oh, if I dress up as a tree and I go and hide next to trees and I'm not wearing armor, I can blend into the surroundings and no one will know. No one will ever know. What are their signs? Nerd. Yep, that's how it be. You're right. Do you miss the new versus pro vids with Mac? A little bit, but I'll tell you, I just kind of got a little burned out about them. I was running out of ideas that I thought were cool. The videos were doing okay for me, And in terms of like editing, which I did not edit my own New versus Pro videos. I paid somebody to do that, right? And I was spending about double the money that I was earning back via YouTube on those. And that was fun for the first about 2 years, but I started running out of money pretty quick. And eventually I was like, all right, I need to put that to a stop, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm not doing those things anymore. Have a voice in the app about characters other than Pierce. Yeah, in Phoenix Drop Days, I played Kurt. I've played a variety of like little one-off characters for Minor Demons and Phoenix Drop Days. I think I was like Angry Wolf Kid number 2 or something like that in Phoenix Drop Days as well. But you know, this sort of stuff that you probably don't recognize or would not care too much about in that sense, and that's fine. Can you play Minecraft with me, please? No, sorry. Well, no, that's not entirely true, as I was just saying. I guess I should, practice what I preach here. You can actually play Minecraft with me, but it is on this server right here, the Community SMP Minecraft server for the Shadow Temple community. It does cost $10 a month to join, but you can do it. Chance to answer questions through Minecraft. What is my favorite meow? It's the Sugar Skull cat. I don't know where mine went because I had it around for a while to show off and be like, yes, this one. But I don't know where he went. I certainly don't. Have I ever been voice acting like an anime? I've not done anime specifically. It's kind of a tough business to crack into, and you kind of have to be in a very specific location in order for it to happen. But I have done some horror indie games, stuff that the likes of, Jay from the Cub Scouts and Queso and all those, all them horror Let's Players and stuff have played before. So you can catch me there at the very least. But otherwise, no, not particularly. Does Pierce have a last name? Not that I'm aware of. For all I know, he could just be Pierce Pierceton. I don't think that's true, but, yeah, no, I do like Sugar Skull Cat quite a bit. Will Mac ever get a meow? I'm not sure. The trick is that Mac and Cheese Please, aka Mac, is not a character. It's unlike the rest of us playing characters. She is not playing a character. She is playing she's playing her username, right? And as a result, Catface doesn't own that, so they probably aren't going to make a ton of merch of that, if that makes sense. Bye. Poor guy. Phantom? Really? Guess I haven't slept in a while, huh? You gonna get him, Hop? You gonna do it? You gonna get him? Are you gonna get him before I kill him? And whoop. No, you cannot lead the Phantom. I don't know why you thought that you could do that. Trust me, I've tried. I don't think I need membranes. Let's see. Do you think Minor Demons is ever going to come back? So the answer is yes. It is ever going to come back, in that it is like planned to come back very, soon relative to never. But as for when, I don't know, and I will not know for some time. See, Aura's keeping an eye out. But I do not have any information about the release date, friends. Sorry. Am I the real Pierce? As close as you're going to get. Yeah. I mean, in the sense that Pierce is a character, but I'm the guy who plays him. I'm the guy who voices him. I'm the guy who, kind of came up with the voice and the goofiness and all that jazz. It's me. So I'm going to answer this again, but I did answer this already about like 3-4 minutes ago. So please, keep an eye out. Keep an ear out, if you will. But I don't voice a whole lot of other people on the AFMAU stuff other than I did play as Kurt. Why? This is Marissa's home. This isn't even, it'd be one thing if it was my home, but this is Marissa's home that you're bursting through the wall on. Excuse me. You also can just teleport. Why even why even busting walls down? Yeah, I played Kurt over in Phoenix Drop Days. I played a couple of minor characters for Minor Demons. I played Andrew in Minor Demons, one of Ava's dads. Where's my house? I don't have one. Marissa built one and let me inside. That's pretty much how this is going. Just a frog on a lead. Boing, boing, boing. Am I deep voice? Yes. Does Lorelei play an important part in Minor Demon Season 2? I don't know. I have not seen any... Oh, that poor frog. I have not seen any scripts or anything for Minor Demon Season 2, friends, so I do not know who's in it. Though I do plenty, I have a lot of control over what SMP Pierce looks and sounds like. Minor Demons Pierce is completely scripted, right? It's a show that has been written specifically for that thing. So I don't know. I just don't know. Which Pierce do I like voicing more? I personally enjoy voicing SMP Pierce more. And Hop is gone. But it doesn't mean that I don't like Minor Demons Pierce. Far from it. It's just that I can't do Minor Demons Pierce for long stretches of time. Like, I can do a whole episode of Minor Demons Pierce in one recording session, but then I do need to take a vocal break. I could not, for example, because people ask this a lot, do an entire stream as Minor Demons Pierce without it being otherwise very quiet for very long periods of time. So you would have to, you would just not hear a lot of words out of me and occasionally be like, more coal. And then be like, all right. Is Jess a nice / fun person to work with? Yeah. The biggest thing, more than anything, friends, is she has granted me the ability to have a full-time, my entire career now being a guy who gets to play Minecraft and be a goofy guy during the day. And that's pretty dang cool, to be perfectly honest. By the way, I forgot to post this in here, so I'm going to post this in here. You need to be aware of your voice when it's that deep. Yep. Because it's a lot of vocal fry. It's my chest voice and it's a lot of vocal fry, which both things can cause harm if you push it too hard for too long. I'm just gonna post this link in chat. Click here. By the way, friends, we have been doing these streams here on YouTube for a little bit. If you don't know, I am working with a company called Streamily, which does allow you to buy autographed posters from yours truly. If you have any interest, there is both a poster of Minor Demons Pierce and of SMP Pierce. Here, let me grab some samples for you. Here's actually even better. A sample of one that we signed on the previous one. So here's what it looks like for Minor Demons Pierce, and you can see I've already signed this one right here with their name and everything right there. Very cool. And then I also have this one right here, which is the SMP Pierce, complete with sheep and just kind of goofiness. Both of these are on the Streamly shop, and the link now pinned to the top of the channel if you do wish to check those out. You're a stream for the first time? Well, thank you. Did I know I was going to be in the beginning of Mermaid Tale Season 2? I did when I received the script for it. but not until after VidCon. I was told by someone at VidCon, was like, hey, I think we're gonna try to sneak Pearson into some of the roleplay stuff, and I was like, cool. I await finding out what that's gonna look like, and then I eventually did, and it was that you've now seen. So there you go. Yeah, and for those who got your autographs already, congratulations, and thank you for supporting me and my home and everything. Every poster that you guys buy earns one extra taco that Marissa and I get to eat. So if you like the idea of me eating, like just in general, as in I continue to get to survive, consider picking up one of those posters. I did make an animal pit over here, it's true. It's very true. How did the sheep obsession start? It was a joke in one video back in like 2020 that I was really upset that everybody killed. I was like mad, not upset. Upset applies that I was like, oh guys, I'm sad. That everybody went around and killed all the sheep that I had in a pen, and I had made them light blue, and I was like, these are rare Connecticutian blue sheep. How dare you? And they're like, haha, Piers is upset that his sheep die. And then that just kind of became a thing. And just forevermore it has been. Does the change rule apply to YouTube? I don't know if I'm not sure if I understand, Hop. What do you mean by change rule? Oh boy, I almost just jumped right off the edge of that. Who? You can have to ask your mother? Sure. I mean, yeah, please. If you are unable purchasing those posters yourself, but you would like to purchase one, please include your parents on that conversation. Please do not attempt to purchase them on your own, independent of your parents. That's kind. 1K to change the game. I'm going to keep that mainly to Twitch streams. I usually kind of have an agenda for the YouTube streams. I would say, yeah, no. I do not give people that kind of power. Hop asked for Hop. He's a mod. I made a good point about, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know if Aura Morgan knows that that is on stream or not, but there you go. Do I have any tips for beginning actors? Improv. I do highly recommend taking improv classes. I think it helped me out a lot in understanding how to build characters and how to, appreciate my voice and understand what I can do with it and what I can't do with it by extension, because that's an important piece of it too. Know your limitations. And being able, like improv forces you to build new characters out of whole cloth. You can just take other people's characters, but that doesn't really get you very far, right? It's nice to have new characters for you to explore and find out more about yourself through them. So I do recommend that. Any tips for voice acting a strong emotion? A piece, and this just goes for regular acting when it comes to strong emotions and things, is read into your character. If you are voice acting for something, presumably that character has more than just the lines that you're reading in that moment, right? They have further lines for explaining their motivations, how they got where they are, what their intent is, what they want to do next. Their strengths, their weaknesses, all that jazz can really help you better inform what you want or how that character should be feeling, right? And those, if you can work to embody those feelings, you can slowly build a better understanding of what they're going to feel in that moment. And then as a result, when it comes to the acting, it should just feel a little bit more natural to do. The other side of it is have no sense of shame. I know that, I say this actually a lot to people because I see it happen, especially because I've taught voice acting workshops before. People either consciously or subconsciously thinking they're too cool to actually voice act. You know what I mean? People are not willing to put their whole butt into it. Tell people you're streaming in advance. Yeah, I should have. I was just gonna sneak on over, and I keep forgetting that Or Morgan's not in the mod chat on Discord. We should just make you a mod. Why are we dancing around this? Because I did put it in the mod chat on the Discord server, and then I just didn't put it anywhere else. Do I like your profile pic? I can't see a very large picture of it, but I can see a very small picture of it, and it looks great. Do I enjoy being part of the AFMAO crew? I do. Sorry, by the way, if in case you're wondering, like, what in the heck is Shadow doing? He's bumping around, jumping on things, grabbing some sugar cane. I want to make an enchantment area, if that makes sense. Yeah, the too cool makes it feel a little condescending, I suppose. It's more so that in terms of acting, you shouldn't let a sense of sort of decorum prevent you from acting the way you need to act for a character, if that makes sense. We have a channel for mods to talk to her. There you go. And so when it comes to stuff like that, you got to make sure that you are willing to kind of put in that extra oomph into giving whatever that character needs. Even if somebody else saw you and called you cringe, that you still got to commit. She said she doesn't want to be mod. I know, but she's involved enough. Favorite mob in Minecraft? Probably the Sniffers. They're so cute, man. Just these big galumbas. Just these big galumphs. Just going around sniffing. She don't want it. Rock the Minecraft. Rock the Minecraft. Just gonna put all this sand along here so I can get some sugarcane going. Because I want to make that enchanting table, which means I need paper, which means I need plenty of sugarcane. And I forgot. What? Oh, because that's kitty corner. I see. I was like, why can't I do this? The answer is because I need to... there we go. That'll do. Is because it needs access to water. So I put it all down there. Any book recs? I don't really have any book recs, I think, personally at the moment. Other than... AFMAO Searching for Home, currently available at all worldwide bookstores. That's probably not true. But you can get it online if you can't find it at your local bookstore, or ask your local bookstore for a copy and they'll ship it in. It'll be good. I admit I don't tend to read for fun much anymore, which is unfortunate. People should read for fun. I don't for some reason, but I'd like to more. I just don't. You know, I'm just going to pull that out. It's right next to my desk. Of course I'm going to pull it out. You can grow sugarcane on grass. Why did I think I needed to have it on sand? Is that just an old man thing that I thought I had to do? Wait, is there something that has to grow on sand? I'm trying to remember that. Something important on mod chat. Oh man, what do we got? Fine. It's hard for you to search for sniffer eggs in the ocean. Yeah, it's so true. What else we got going on? I need cows. That's something else I need. I need cow. I need leather. I need leather in order to make books. I think I have at least one cow in the animal pit, right? Or am I just thinking of the sniffers? Did I always have two sniffers? I swear I just had one. But it is cool that I apparently now have two. Cacti grow only on sand. That must be what I'm thinking of. My bad. Just gonna sneak on out of here. Pardon me, chickies. Would I do a vid with Minor Demons characters? Maybe. They getting that crew together is a little tough here and there, but I have been playing a lot of games alongside James, aka James Brown Jr., aka the guy who plays Rise for Minor Demons and, the SMP stuff. We've been playing some Peak together, the climbing game. If you haven't watched those videos, you should absolutely do so, because we have a fun time with them. I swear we had cows. Do we kill them? Do we need leather? Well, I guess I could enchant my own stuff, or I could just have these enchanting books here that people have so graciously handed me already. That is fair. That is fair. Banner Hunt, if you choose to accept. Yep, we already played that last week. That was very fun. Yeah, more torch flower seeds. Plenty of those. That much is certain. And you love those posters? Well, thank you. Noya's barely been in videos. I mean, he was in the new Mermaid Tales. If you didn't have a chance to watch that, you should actually watch it, because he was right there. He was right there on that there one right there. Gonna do more of Minor Demons minigames, maybe when the series comes out, but or in preparation for the series coming out. But I can't imagine we're gonna do too much at the moment. It's just one of those things where like it's a lot, like, to coordinate those people to get together and then kind of do it out of the blue for no reason, like no reason other than people want to see it. I think they'll probably, if we're gonna do it, we'll wait until we're a little closer to prime time. On the basic AFMAO channel. I don't think so. I don't think you'll see Minor Demons mini games or RP focused mini games on the main AFMAO channel, because I think they're trying to shift the RP stuff to the My Street channel to make that the role play channel. So if you haven't subscribed to that channel, be sure to do so. Make sure you do it. It's gonna be good. Sorry, I'm bouncing around a lot. I'm really focused mainly on answering your questions. I'm gonna eat some slices of chocolate pie. Delicious. Oh, I got a speed boost because it's all sugary. That's cute. I like that. That's fun and cute, and I like it. That's okay, Moonlight. You don't have to tell me who you can impersonate. But one thing I will say, and this is not just you. I tell this to everyone. Impersonations are good practice, but they are not voice acting. And the reason I say that is because if they wanted to hire somebody to do a voice that already exists, they'll hire that person to do that voice. Does that make sense? Instead, if you do want to get into voice acting, I suggest not focusing on impressions so much, as instead focusing on what sort of unique sounds can you make? What is different about your voice that makes you you? And how can you use that in order to make a performance better? Does that make sense? My favorite food is tacos. Pierce's favorite food is mutton. If you're a draw fan art for Pierce, go for it. Why isn't Noy been on the basic AFMAO channel much anymore? I don't have any control or say or understanding of that myself. It's just sometimes how those things go. Jennifer Coolidge, sure. Would you do a live stream where you react to FNL vids or maybe series with us? Maybe at some point. I want to get very good, very specific permission from people to do that, because I have weird things in my head about reaction videos, because sometimes I'm like, it feels like I'm like stealing people's stuff. I'd have to make sure that I really had a plan moving forward for it, or bring some other friends, or join somebody else's reaction video, which I know James was going through Minor Demons there for a while. And we've talked at length about joining up together at some point to see if we can do a video like that together. But yeah, why would Pierce eat mutton? Is sheep for pets? Well, here's the trick. He doesn't know that mutton comes from sheep, and you might be like, well, how does he not know that? That's the joke. That's the joke. It was a bit that originally came up organically. That I thought it was just funny. He was like, "Yeah, I love mutton. It's like, "Oh wow, so you've been raising the sheep for that?" No, why? And it was, the sort of bit that got a good laugh. And so it just continued that Pierce loves mutton, but Pierce doesn't, and Pierce loves sheep, but Pierce doesn't know that sheep come from mutton and mutton come from sheep. James has gone through a bunch of the old series. Sure, yeah. He isn't the brightest boy. Exactly. And that's the fun. Will Pierce ever find out that mutton is from sheep? I don't think so. I don't think that will ever happen. At least not permanently. I could see a world where we make a joke of it, where like he finds out and he's like, "You guys, come on, that's not true." And they're like, "Pierce, I hate to break it to you," and like his brain breaks so hard that he just needs a hard reset and he forgets it, kind of thing. I could absolutely see a world where we make that kind of joke. But in terms of permanent status, nope. I just, I'm a sucker for a good, like, long-running joke that you can keep. As long as you have this one rule that is maintained for the joke the whole way for the character, and it's really fun to see how far you can stretch that joke, if that makes sense. There you go, new friends. Not trying to punch you, I'm trying to get back my leads. Speaking of which, where are my leads? There they are. Because, as soon as Pierce finds out the secret, then the joke's gone, right? 6 years of doing that joke, and it's now dead. And you can't do it anymore for 356 videos like a year. And there's not really much of an advantage to ruining that once and then never being able to use it again, right? Maybe you get one quick overreaction that's funny, but it's not going to get you a lot. You know what I mean? Longest running joke ever in your books. There's another joke that I'm thinking of that I kind of relate it to because I've been watching a show that's not for this audience, but I've been watching King of the Hill recently, trying to catch up because they got a new series. And there's yeah, I'll just tell this because it's not that. It's not like adult, mature, salacious. It's just salacious. There's a character in King of the Hill named Dale Gribble who he's a big conspiracy theory guy, right? He loves conspiracy theories. Everything in the world has some conspiracy theory attached to it. It might be the aliens. It might be the government. It might have, the alien government. Of course, conspiring together to do something mean to old Dale. And Dale has a wife, right? And Dale's wife has been cheating on him with her masseuse for, goodness, decades. And everyone knows about it, but Dale. And the trick here from a comedy perspective is Dale can never know that his wife's cheating on him. Never. Either from the perspective that he's just in denial or that he legitimately doesn't know. Either way, he cannot, for the life of him, ever know. And so part of the humor there is he will find ever wilder explanations for why why weird things are happening around him instead of his wife cheating on him, if that makes sense. Like, there's this funny bit where it lives in my brain as a perfect example of this, where Dale, his wife, and the guy that his wife's cheating on with him are all in the same place together. And it's getting a little awkward. And they're like, the wife is really nervous about it. And both of the men are hanging out. And obviously the guy she's cheating with is also upset about it. Or is also a little uncomfortable. And she's like, oh man, who wants a beer? And, or honey, do you want a beer? And both Dale and the cheater say yes. And there's an extremely awkward look at each other for a minute as Dale stares him down as for him saying yes to her, right? And so the cheater walks away really like awkward and like, this is tough, right? And as he walks away, Dale's still staring him down. And he's like, how did he know I wanted a beer? This idea that instead, like, yeah, no, of course Dale wants one. I'll tell you for him that he wants one. And it's just, again, this bit of like, no matter what, he can never know. So the joke is finding different ways to prevent him from knowing this thing. It's fun. Humor, comedy. That's it's something I do recommend, when it comes to learning how to do stuff like we do for the AFMAU stuff, is watch AFMAU stuff, obviously, but also watch other comedic stuff, because you can learn a lot from other writers of comedy and then steal. No. But you can at least glean from the stuff that they are doing well what you can also do in your own stuff. And that's a big piece of it. So there you go. What do you think will happen when Minor Demons Pierce meets Minor Demon Ian from My Street? I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I don't think he'd have any time for his nonsense. Was I shocked when I heard Aaron cursing? So I have not personally heard it yet, but yes, you heard it not here first, here, friends, but probably in the video itself. But in the new Mermaid Tales roleplay video, there is some cursing. Yes, it is true. Again, I haven't heard it yet, but I'm an adult. I've heard people curse before. But I think a part of that is a couple of people were asking before too, of like, hey, why is this posting on a different channel? Why is this not on the main AFMAU channel? I think a part of having, and this is all my personal opinion, I do not know any actual rationale as to why they're doing any of this stuff, so huge disclaimer that this is my own personal opinion and is not reflected upon anything within Catface or its entities. But you could see a world where, if they can get away from the, if they can have their own space where they can be a little bit freer to do whatever they want with their role plays and stuff, and it's not, it's not dependent on the main channel doing well at all times, it means they have more freedom to tell whatever stories they want, right? And that's great. That's great that they're able to tell the stories the way they want them to and in a way that they really enjoy, right? Yeah, and that channel wasn't, I came in 2019 into the channel, so I didn't have a lot of experience with AFMAU prior to, Minor Demons and then 2020 and all that. But, yeah, it just means that they can have a little bit more fun with the characters and kind of play around with that without upsetting. Again, this is my personal opinion. Creating a less family-friendly environment, let's say, for the main channel, which has picked up a lot of viewers. In case you don't know, a lot of viewers. Even from the Minor Demons days, right? Like, when I joined the channel, I believe AFMAU had just hit like 4 or 5 million subscribers, right? And that was a big deal, right? 5 million subscribers on a Minecraft roleplay channel. Wow, golly, right? But now we're at 24 million, which, if my math, in my old brain doesn't fail me, is bigger. Way bigger. And now supports a lot more people working on your favorite videos. And so there might be a greater hesitation to do, like, out there things or make big, strong choices in terms of your role plays if you're afraid of, upsetting a certain division of the audience, right? Or you can make you make a different channel, and you can have a lot more fun and a lot more free, and feel a lot more free to kind of do whatever you dang well please. So, yeah. That's why I feel like that sort of stuff's happening, and then also why I would not expect to see a lot of the roleplay stuff on the main channel anymore. And that includes this other cow is causing so many problems for me. I swear. Come on, up you go, up and at 'em, up's a daisy. Jeez. Do you know why Pierce is scared of butterflies? We did one video that was Aphmau was playing as a helpful butterfly back in 2021. And I don't want to kill the cow. I'm trying to get more cows. Have you considered moving one at a time? Well, then I could I would just use wheat, but I've got the leads. I might as well use the leads, Come on, cows, come on down. The water's fine. There you go. Beautiful. What do you think if Minor Demons appears meta sheep? I feel like there would have to be some sort of mild reckoning there, right? Outwardly, Pierce does not react, but there is a spark in Minor Demon Pierce's eyes, the likes of which he has never felt. I could imagine the scene where he spies a sheep for the first time and he holds this derpy face of a sheep in his hands, and with again his expression does not change, but there are just fireworks going off in his eyes. So wait, is the thumbnail wrong? I thought I set the thumbnail. Did it change on me? Sometimes. I swear I thought I had set up a cutesy little thumbnail with regards to doing this. Yeah, it changed on me. What? Why did it do that? I swear I refreshed once and all of a sudden it was yeah, we don't care anymore. You're stuck with us now. Hold on, I can fix that. It's not supposed to look like the signing one. No, because I didn't want the signing one. I wanted to do... Oh, because I opened the image, but I didn't save the... It's fine. Here, let me change it real quick. Because I just wanted to be Minecraft, because we're just doing Minecraft stuff. We're not signing autographs today. I'm so sorry. The title, at least, was different. But yeah. What's jumping in the background? A frog. A frog on a lead. Be cute. That would be kind of cute in every universe that Pierce adores sheep, right? But then it would be absolutely closeted. Oh, hello, sir. It would be 100% closeted in the... Sorry, buddy. In the Minor Demons universe. He would just see it and would just No one could know his weakness. Friends, as a reminder, please do not provide any personal information about yourself on the internet. That includes names, ages, where you go to school, what's your blood type, social security number. I know I think we did this to kids, guys. We did this. We 100% did this to kids, where kids from age, whenever they start talking, until they're embarrassed about their age, aka, I don't know, 22. They're two pieces of information they give every person they ever meet is their name and age. Because it's like, you're 4. How adorable. But on the internet, that's bad. You know? On the internet, it's bad to put that information out. Do not. Because there are people out there who I can't control, right? Here's the issue with stuff like this, friends. I have no idea who's watching my stream right now. It could be plenty of beautiful, wonderful fans of me and AFMAO and all that stuff, and I'm sure a vast majority of you are. But there are definitely also people out there who may not be those things and may just be instead looking out for you. And the best way to keep yourself safe from them is to, don't tell them everything about you that they could use to then find you, because that's no good. Okay, I got some wheat. I got some sugarcane cooking. I'm going in. I'm gonna go and breed these boys over here. Hi, Lindsay. How you doing? My name is Pierce. Try out T. Oh, he might already be a T guy, to be honest. He's got that energy of he's got that young Uncle Iroh, stoicism energy going. I could see a world where after he's done with a major war, he goes and drinks some tea for a while. That is an absolute real possibility. There we go. We got cow. We have cow. We'll get some extra sheep going. I'll feed the little guy. There you go, buddy. Eating biscotti. There may be Minecraft players, but they're also Roblox players. Cutting to that end, I did watch. I watched Legal Eagles video about that whole situation, so I'm a little bit more caught up about the whole game. Whew. What a business. You have a sniffer. I have 2 sniffers in there, and they're wonderful and lovely, and I love them both. I love sniffers. They're so cute. I honestly wish more mobs in the game had those really adorable animations and features on their faces, because I think it adds so much to the overall look. What do you think will happen if Minor Demons Pierce meets Ava again? I mean, I would assume it's inevitable. Their whole game is going to be trying to retrieve Ava, I assume, in season 2. Unless it isn't. Unless they're just well, that was fun. But based on how season 1 ended, and again, I only know how season 1 ended. I do not now know how season 2 is going to start, but I assume that there's going to be some, hey, we need to go save Princess Ava kind of thing, If I had to guess. I do not have any information about release dates, friends. They might have even mentioned something though on the check the community posts on the My Street channel. They might already have an explanation of what's coming up next on that. I don't necessarily know, but you should look. Okay, I got some sugar cane, which is what I came down here for, so I could start making some paper. Hup. Is Ava a demon confirmed? I mean, we saw her with horns at the end of season 1, right? Was that her transforming into a demon as she entered Deimos? Was that was she a demon all along? Was that some of Ryze's illusion magic to make it look like she has horns? I don't know. I don't know what that game is. Honestly, it might already be declared and I don't remember. Sorry, I'm just reading through chat here. Pierce seems like the route you're supposed to date. Really? I'm not sure if I see it that way. Ash feels more like the destined one, right? Like he is the prince. He's the head honcho. He's the big shot. I don't know. Yes, again, friends, I don't know anything other than I don't know anything. I really don't. I was gonna say other than blank, but I really don't know anything. Genuinely. Head empty, no thoughts. You know how it'd be. My split level house that Marissa built for me. It's so nice. Oh, she already started making paper. Look at her go. She is thinking this thing through. Make everyone have a flaw. Sure. Will I watch Minor Demon Season 2 when it comes out? Yeah, I would. I imagine so. Man, no, I admit I haven't watched Minor Demon Season 1 since it initially came out. I never went back. I don't know. Just never really wanted to. How many people did Minor Demons Pierce kill? I mean, he was his official title is General Pierce? I imagine that's not, you don't get that name through, selling Girl Scout cookies, is all I'll say about that. But I don't know. I do not know his background because you as the audience don't know. Maybe someday we'll find out. The steel box for Cyril defends her all the time. Sure. But it's just kind of that's kind of his archetype, right? That's Pierce's whole shtick even in his service to Ash, is that he's a problem solver. He gets Ash out of sticky situations because he and Rise are like the two adults of the crew, right? Ash wants to stab everybody. Noise the Noi boy. Pierce is definitely the most level-headed one, and then Rise is the most book smart one. So funny and silly with you. Well, thank you. Yeah, in terms of the Roblox stuff, friends, I don't really have anything. I don't really have anything to say about it, other than this stuff that's been happening sucks. And again, why I'm such a proponent of internet safety aboard the internet, friends. It's so important. So important. If you're playing games like Roblox, stay on Roblox. Do not, and I repeat, do not follow somebody off of Roblox to something else. Do not give any information about yourself on Roblox to anyone else on Roblox. I would say stay away from Roblox, but honestly, I get it. If I was of age of wanting to play Roblox games, I would absolutely be doing it as well. But just, stay safe out there, friends. Ow. Stay out of here. What are these guys thinking they're doing coming through here, thinking they can beat me up? Ash is the brat, Noise the sweetie, Leaf is the psycho, Rise the babysitter, and Pierce is just the quiet one, yeah. Okay, I've got some paper. I've got leather cooking in the sense that I've got a bunch of cows that I will eventually slowly kill. Debbie, if those are users, creators, I do not know anything about creator drama in any way, shape, or form. I don't follow any of it. Because then I'd have to, watch other people. Or at least know a little bit about it. I don't know nothing, man. Do I still have wheat? I'm just kind of walking in circles, I admit, but a big part of it is I'm just kind of waiting for my cows to grow up. I'm waiting for my for my sugar cane to keep growing. I guess I could go try and retrieve. You know what? What I could do is I could just go kill more cows if I find them. I don't have to grow more cows. I can just straight up murder them. Eat the rest of my slice of chocolate pie. Can I say yes for minor demons? Yes. It's a lot of mods, sure. Minor demons Pierce would react, meeting Pierce would not have any thought or any suggestion that they were the same person. No way in a million years would he think that was him. But on one part of it might also maybe like kind of wish it was, you know? Minor Demons Pierce is so carefree. Sorry, Minor Demons Pierce, no. SMP Pierce is so carefree, so lackadaisical. He does his own thing. Head empty, no responsibilities. That's got to be enticing for a guy like Minor Demons Pierce, right? Who's had to thrust so much responsibility upon himself. You can take as much as you need or want from your base. Sure. Fair. I'm trying to be good and, you know, and just create my own thing to be ready for the end dragon. And one thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make an enchanting table. This is not how you get an enchanting table, but I want a library for the enchanting table so it's more powerful. You know how that goes. Got some sheepies. Also need some spider silk. Or some web or whatever it's called. Oh no, it's getting dark out here because I haven't made myself a bow yet, I don't think. No, I don't have a bow yet. But the good news is, I mean, there are plenty of opportunities to fight a bunch of evil dudes out here, so that won't be too much of a problem. Look at this big old lava pit that I, for some reason, decided to make a glorious danger leap over for no reason. How would... I mean, Minor Demons Pierce has been in a video or two in the SMP stuff, mostly kind of pseudo roleplay stuff, right? I think there was like a video where like Aphmau was a ninja and Pierce and Noi were like demon ninjas, you know what I mean? And that was kind of their own way of interacting with them. So you can kind of see how that goes. Whoa. Hi, buddy. Gotcha. Headphone Sky have stacks of sugarcane and leather. I guess, you know, I'm trying to be a little self-sufficient here and there, but I just suppose I could take a lap. Tell you what, I'll get some of my own stuff and then I'll supplement it with your stuff afterwards because I'm trying not to look at other people's bases when I do like streams like this that are otherwise pretty unannounced. So that way I'm not like intruding upon someone's space, if that makes sense. I'll just stick to my own little planet for right now, but maybe I'll swing by later on. Here's a very Minor Demons character, Pierce. It's actually Pierce's original character is not sure. Why does Pierce only say yes in Mermaid Tale Season 2 Minor Demons? That's not a question that I can answer because the role plays are fully scripted, right? And those were the 2 lines that I was given. It's definitely probably for a bit, Like, I don't know. I don't even know if the Minor Demons boys are coming back for any more episodes of Mermaid Tales, other than maybe that fun cameo at the beginning of that. And so they're just like, all right, iconic lines only. How do you react to meeting Aphmau? I would just be like, Ava, what are you doing? Ava, stop. There we go. Do I enjoy saying Minor Demons Pierce? Yes. Yes, from the perspective that it is a very easy catchphrase. You know, people who become famous through a character who has like a complicated catchphrase or things like that, or something that is like very, very specific to the media in question, and so like saying it out loud beyond the average person probably feels a little bad. You know what I mean? Whereas for me, I just have the word yes. That's pretty easy. I got pretty lucky in that sense. Favorite Ben 10 character? I have not watched Ben 10 since it originally came out, like in the mid-2000s. Yes, I'm old. No, don't tell me how old you are. But I do not. I mean, other than I think probably Grandpa. Yeah, I like Grandpa. Oh, what was his name? Or was it Uncle? I don't remember. The mentor figure who pretends to be a plumber but is secretly like an intergalactic like bounty hunter man. Aphmau's Irene and Ava's a literal demon. Yeah, you know how it goes. Well, we don't know if she's actually a demon, right? I thought the whole bit was that Rise used like illusory magics to give her horns. We just had to talk about this. I'm now confused. I don't know. I don't know which one's correct. Bunny. I don't need to kill a bunny. To bunny. Lovely. Hey, cow. Found one. He's going down. That cow's going down. Do you get tired to do my deep voice? So I literally, yes. And I mean that not in terms of like, oh, I can't live to do this again. I'm saying I can't do it for very long, which is why I don't do it very much in these streams. You know, I talk in this normal, everyday voice that I have. That is very sustainable. Whereas that is not so sustainable. I don't need spider eyes. What am I doing out here with them spider eyes? I need spider silk, but I don't need spider eyes. I appreciate the notion, Hope the Idiotic, of me having greater stake in Ava's ships as a result of me playing her dad. But I think Andrew's such a stand-up fella that as long as Pierce Minor Demon's got a good set of 401k on his shoulders, that he'd probably be perfectly fine with it. The tattoo, though, I don't know. Climbed all the way up here, and now I don't remember how to get back down. Not how to get back down, because literally just go down. But where was I? Where do I live? Where's my house? It's not there. Rise used his magic to make her look like a demon. Yeah, there you go. Deimos. I don't know if that means that they don't have any, like, Does that imply that the boys have any knowledge of what demons are in Earth? Or are they just upset that people keep mispronouncing Deimos? I assume it's more the latter. That they don't, because they Amelia Bedelia their way through most of this stuff. I'd presume it to mean that they just don't know what a demon is. And that they're not demons, they're Deimos. Gosh darn it. Sorry for the language. Will I ever go live with Jess? I don't think she wants an extra house guest. I assume you actually meant sorry, I couldn't resist that joke. Go live with Jess? No, I don't think so. Not unless it was like a really big event or something like that. Nope. You're just gonna get a little old me and then maybe some other members of the AF crew family. But not Jess and certainly not Jason. Heading in physical therapy. Good luck. Stay safe. Get that rehab on. People probably have never heard the word Deimos. No, for sure. Because it's a made-up word from a made-up universe, right? And so, other people being like, a large, imposing figure with horns. Demon. They're like, Deimos. Yeah, a big thing to note with, because, Jess used to join our streams here and there, but the company and the things that we do changed a lot since then. Not in a bad way, just since we're doing so many things these days for the AFMAU stuff, Jess herself is far too busy of a friend to have the opportunity to sit down and do things like play Minecraft with us on a live stream. They're just way too busy for stuff like that. It's a little unfortunate, but I don't expect to have the opportunity to experience that stuff with them because there's just no way. There's no way, and that's fine. They're busy folks. And I'd rather them honestly focus on being busy. And then having time to spend with their family instead of making capital C content with me. All right. Finally got enough. It's oh boy, it's been too long, guys. I'm sorry. Is that a bow? Yeah, it's a bow. Cool. I felt a little bad that I couldn't remember offhand the bow recipe, but I did eventually get it. I did set it up. All right, I need food, which means it's time to go on a bit of a light murder spree. No offense to my chickies, but I think I got enough of them. Is Deimos the thing? I don't know. I do not know. Do you think Andrew will approve any of the dating of the Deimos? Well, I mean, first, I think we need to make sure he approves of her not being whisked off to a foreign universe dimension place. I think if the boys save her from that and they interact at all, that will be that. That's a good start. That's a good start in a future dad-in-law son-in-law relationship. Wasn't it Deimos and a demon? A demon is like a vile, evil creature from various religious and supernatural texts. Whereas a Deimos, to my understanding, is a sentient creature from the world of Deimos living in an alternate dimension that then transports people to Earth to conquer. But they look like demons, so that's why the show is called Minor Demons, right? And it's catchy and fun and goofy. That's my imagining about how things are going with all that. It's time to kill some cows. No. I need to go get some more wheat. Have them have children and then murder them right in front of their new children. Man, Minecraft is gruesome, huh? Well, probably be streaming for about another 10 minutes here, by the way, friends, and then we'll call it, because I got more streaming to do today. It wouldn't be necessarily a great stream for new friends to join tonight, but we are playing some more of a game called No Sleep for Kaname Date this evening, where specifically we're going to be getting to the end of it, which will be very exciting, but again, for new viewers, will probably not make a whole lot of sense. That being said, yeah, you're more than welcome to join us for that or for future streams, which we have a lot of other things we could be doing. Mid Boys apologize to Ava for lying to her. I mean, a good apology would be saving her from certain death. That's as far as apologies go, that's pretty solid. I could accept a lot for that. Personally. Okay, now I gotta remember how to make a book. I will consult the book to learn how to make a book. Wait, are books no longer leather bound? Am I learning something new today? No, that's still the case. Okay. That made me very nervous for a second, but it must just be a mod recipe. Don't think Ava will feel safe with them after, though. No, but that's, that's a classic conflict resolution situation, right? A new dark secret has been released and revealed. Ava's going to be upset about that. The boys will have some soul searching to do in order to try to convince her that they're not the bad guys. Eventually, they're going to have to earn her trust through various means and acts. And then it'll end with, hopefully, them working together to save the day. You're a new creator, only have a few subs. You have no idea what videos to do. You think collabs with your friends would be good? If you think that they would provide entertainment that, would be enjoyable, sure. One thing I would say be careful about when it comes to making videos, especially like video game videos with friends, is you might be so excited to play games with your friends that you forget to make good videos. Does that make sense? Especially if they tend to dominate conversations and things. Remember that it's your video. And if you do not have friends that can support, and I mean literally support, like, good video making in that way. I don't mean like, you're in my video and that means I'm the boss and you gotta follow my rules. If you have to do that, then it's probably not a good idea to have that all work together. Who's coming to my door? Hello, Crystal. How are you today? Sugarcane. Well, hold on. You're giving me too much. I gotta put some stuff in my box here. Oh God. Oh geez. Book. Acacia fence. From Hadville and Sky. Well, thank you, Crystal, for being for being delivery friend. Appreciate you. You requested to deliver it. Well, thank you. Hold on. I gotta tip you. Hold on, one sec. Oh God! Hold on. Stop it. And here's your tip. There you go. Don't spend it all in one place, you know. Anyway, thank you. All right, that means I've got plenty of paper making stuff and plenty of these boys, so I could just make a ton of books. I don't need to make this many books, but I'm going to do it anyway. 64 books. Huzzah! Well, that should set me up for making more than enough bookshelves for our wonderful little space. All right, here we go. Let me grab these. Sure. And then I'm going to... Oh, no. Oh, there are my books. I was like, how did I lose them already? 16 bookshelves ought to be pretty good. How's the crew deal with posting and recording every day? Very good schedules. Schedules and a decent bit of help. All I can say is, friends, please keep watching the videos. Watch them all the way through, beginning to end. Helps a lot. Just gonna build myself some nice bookshelves to make sure I have a good enchanting place. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Very nice. And then I just put my enchanting table over there. I gotta remember what all goes into an enchanting table. Enchantment. 4 obsidian, 2 diamonds, book. I can do that, no problem. Got my diamond pickaxe. I even have a bucket, I think, so I can just go make my own obsidian rather than having to go to the very depths of heck and back. Is Andrew still paying Ava's rent money? I'm sure he is. It's been like 6 years. You think back, Laurel, I'll be a second seed Minor Demons? Minor Demons, probably. Mermaid Tales, I don't know. Again, I don't know the, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know the scale of which we're doing, or that the Minor Demons boys are involved in the new Mermaid Tales stuff, other than that first episode. So there's a chance that more Minor Demon stuff comes up, but if I had to guess, I think that was just a cheeky little cameo for the boys, you know? I'm not certain as to whether or not there's any more of Minor Demons coming through on that. Maybe there is. Again, I don't have access to the writing team, so I don't know. Writing team be, of course, Aphmau and Aaron. They kind of keep things close to the chest, friends, is all I'm saying. I don't know why I've decided that this is my lava pit over here, but I'm running all the way over here. And friends, like, I appreciate all the hypotheticals for characters, but I can't really speak for a lot of them. You know what I mean? Like, these are, you know, they're their own characters, and I have I've been involved with it enough that I have some basic idea. My guess is as good as yours as to how characters react to different things and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm just as excited as you are to find out once they eventually hit. How do you guys build everything in the episodes of Minecraft? In creative mode. Little tip for all of you out there: don't build everything for videos. I'm looking something up in the wrong. I swear I just looked up enchanting table. Why is it not showing up anymore? I do not understand. Oh, it's because I was in just one specific sub area in the, no. What if I just look up table? I swear it's called an enchanting table. I just wanted to look and see if I got all the pieces I need. I guess I could confirm it with you guys, chat. Enchanting table requires how many pieces of obsidian? Why are they so mean to me? Why are they making me go through all of our modded stuff to find the silly, lousy recipe for enchanting tables? You need a diamond. I got diamond back at home. I just needed obsidian. 4 or 5? Uh-oh. We seem to be at an impasse. 4 diamonds. Or sorry, 4 obsidian, 2 diamonds, and a boosh. Okay, so I've got 4 obsidian. I've got diamonds back home. I just needed obsidian, and I got book. So we're good. Does Andrew hire people to know his social media account? I mean, he is a politician, so somebody's probably looking in. As we're wrapping up here, by the way, friends, just a couple of notes here and there. Something that I forgot to mention, we do now have memberships here on YouTube. They're kind of like subscriptions over on Twitch. If you want to check them out and become one of the very first members here on YouTube, you can hit it up. You can get emotes that you can only get via being a member, and you get a little logo next to your name and all that. So I hope you do check it out. Also, if you want yourself a signed, physical, yes, in your hands, print or autographed poster signed by yours truly, you can check out streamly.com/ShadowTemple at the very top of the stream right there. You can hit that up. I was gonna grab a diamond and then go build my enchanting table. See, I got diamonds. Diamonds aplenty. Okay. How about craftable? The game seems to think that I don't have all the pieces I need to to build this enchanting table, which I find to be very suspicious. Is it what, like this, and this? No. Guess I'm just gonna literally look for it. I was very surprised I don't have it. I even just looked at it like a minute ago, and all of a sudden it's like, nah, you don't have it. Enchantment. 2 diamonds. I need 2 diamonds, right. Hey, I appreciate you're very excited about the nemesis of Lightning McQueen in the Cars series there, but I'm not sending it back. I'm sorry. I have your phone though. Enjoy yourself. That's what I'm saying though, is I was searching for it, and for whatever reason, I just couldn't find it. There we go. Now we got ourselves a nice little enchanting space. That's what I've been trying to do for a while here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I don't think I have any lapis. It's been a minute since I've done some significant enchanting, friends. And as a result, yep. No lapis to speak of, which I do believe if I... Oh, here we go. Never mind. We good. We back in. I want to enchant my bow. Unbreaking 3. Let's do it. Yes. Power 4, Unbreaking 3. That's a pretty solid bow. I'm into it. And I did it all by myself. And a large amount of... yes, also a decent loan of 64 leathers from our fine friends here on the server. But it was nice that I got myself my very own bow now. So that's pretty cool. All right, friends, we will be... a reminder that we're going to be streaming this again on Saturday. We might stream again during the week here on YouTube, but over on Twitch, I'm going to be fighting the Ender Dragon along with other members of this here channel. Sorry. Other people on this server and I are going to fight the Ender Dragon for the first time on Saturday. So we'll have ourselves some fun there. I need to get some Ender Eyes. Make sure that we're ready to go for that. But yeah, thank you for spending the time here, friends. Do appreciate you. I'm going to be streaming again in about 2 hours. Again, it's going to be a game that you guys probably haven't seen, and it's the last day of it, so I don't necessarily recommend tuning into tonight's stream if you haven't already been watching this time, but please consider checking out my my Twitch channel. We spend a lot of time over there. In fact, I stream literally every night there, friends. The only thing I'll say about it is it's not Aphmau related. It is just straight up not. We don't talk about Aphmau stuff. We don't really we don't talk about Pierce or anything like that. Just to be clear. But I do but I play a lot of fun games over there, including we'll be playing on Saturday more of this, except Thursdays. So for what it's worth, I am going to be streaming on Thursday. I'm going to be around this Thursday. I won't be gone for improv on a Thursday for another 2 weeks. Just how the schedule works. I guess I could post the schedule for mods so you know what Thursdays I have and have not accounted for. But yeah, long story short, you will be seeing me stream this upcoming Thursday. It's this weird thing where it's a competition schedule, Cunning, and it's based. The competitions only happen on Thursdays, and there's 8 teams, and there are 4 teams that compete each Thursday, and there's a bye week coming up. So the gig is typically that you're on 1 week and then off another week, but then also they're taking the Thursday of. Yeah, they're taking the Labor Day weekend off as as just like a holiday day. So no time during that at all. But yeah, means that I get more streams in. We're going to spend more time on Twitch, and it's going to be good. But I will be here on YouTube here and there during the day, so I hope you guys will tune on in for that. All right, that will do it for me here, friends. But thank you for spending the time. Thanks again. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. That would mean a lot to me. If you haven't, and be sure to check out all my other stuff. If you like Minecraft specifically, I did like 100 episodes of a build challenge series alongside Mac and Cheese Please, a long-time friend of the channel. I would love for you to go check those out because that would mean a lot to me and helps out the channel immensely. There's also other videos on this channel too, like a series of me playing Peak alongside other members of the Aphmau crew, including James, who's, I guess, also streaming, it sounds like, and also Corinne, who plays Kim for the channel. We've also played alongside Zane and Sylvana and all those folks. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. For those of you, my Die Hard Regs, I'll see you in about 2 hours. Bye.